Once upon a time, someone put the Bone Spear Necromancer on top of their tier list. Ever since, most people focused on this build, completely neglecting the alternatives. I have the firm belief that, as a community, we have been biased, and aren't pushing every build equally. Which results in comparing very polished builds with very neglected builds, and drawing conclusions from that. If you look around on YouTube, there is a ton of players, just like me, posting videos of their alternative builds completely crushing content. We need more build diversity, but at least half of the issue falls on us, not on Blizzard. We, as a community, invest countless hours perfecting Bone Spear and glorifying it, but very little time pushing other builds. Then we say Bone Spear is king, but we didn't invest even half as much effort into testing the rest. So ultimately, on my channel, I have spent a lot of time proving the naysayers wrong, by accomplishing the impossible with Corpse Explosion. Everyone knows the weakness of this build is the boss fights, because it lacks the necessary corpses when there is no monster density. Yet, here I am with my Necro level 60 to 67, melting all the bosses in Sanctuary. I am not even using any uber unique items. I think this build needs more love, but I think all builds need more love. I see big streamers and content creators spending 200 hours building perfect builds with tons of uber unique items, for their favorite meta builds. But they spend like 5 hours testing a non-meta build and then call it underperforming. I am not willing to accept any of this as valid data until someone put in the work of putting as much time pushing the non-meta build and take it to its limits. I can't do it myself, because, well, I gotta work for a living. But someone should. Or, the other way around, we, collectively, could stop taking everything everybody says for granted, and keep an open mind, and push what we like. Bone Spear was not the best performing Necromancer build in the Abattoir of Zir. I even cleared Nightmare Dungeons level 100 and the first level of the AOZ with only 200 attack power. I even cleared the same content with an Infinimus type build, without Blood Mist in the build, proving that Blood Mist isn't necessary in the build, and so maybe it shouldn't be called Infinimist. You can see the videos on my channel. This proves that the only ultimate truth regarding builds, is that they all have their strengths and weaknesses. It's not because one is considered best, that is it best for everything, or for everyone, and it's not because someone says something that it's the absolute truth. If the data is biased, then it can't be reliable. With these videos, I am also proving another point. The level of your character has nothing to do with the strength of your character. Most people want to level quickly, and end up high level with crappy builds. There are weak level 80 and 90 characters all over Sanctuary. Meanwhile, other people craft their build from the start instead of focusing on getting XP, leading to very strong lower level characters. Even with only 2 Paragon boards, this Necromancer is stronger than many higher level characters. It took me the entire season to be able to solo the 3 world bosses, but not because I couldn't handle it. I would ask people to let me solo them for 2 minutes, and just stand on the side. I even offered to pay them in-game gold to give me the opportunity to do it and prove myself. Over 3 months, everyone laughed at me, called me names, assumed I needed to be carried. Over these 3 months, only 2 person out of at least 100, accepted to let me do it, but not because they took me seriously. It was so they could watch me die and tell me, I told you so. It was only at the very end of the season, when nobody was playing anymore, that I was able to find instances of the world bosses fights where there was no one else. I beat the 3 of them, solo, during the very last week of the season. And I am posting the video, again to prove the naysayers wrong. People need to keep an open mind and understand that your limitations aren't everyone's limitations. It's not because you play a certain way, leading to a weak high-level character, that everybody plays the same way. It's not because everyone plays one build that it's the only good one. So I rest my case. Enjoy this low-level Corpse Explosion Necromancer melting Duriel, Lilith, and even the world bosses. See you around in Sanctuary.
Your bones betray. Your bones betray you. They shall soon serve me.